Hello, my beautiful souls. I hope that you're feeling great and that you have an amazing day. And if you don't have an amazing day, that is also okay. Tomorrow is a new day, and I will try to make you feel better with this video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Irina. Welcome. I'm here to simplify your life as much as possible by giving you insights about life, and everything that I'm sharing with you is based on my experience, my knowledge, and many other things that I want to share with you for free in order to help you. Because I think that things we learned and the things that helped us, we should share with others so we can help others. And that's why I'm here. If I helped you somehow and if you like what I do, please do subscribe to my channel because it is going to help me grow. It will means a world to me because it means that my work has a purpose, which it's all I want. It would be not nice to do things without sense, and I'm here to impact positively on others. So by subscribing to my channel or to my blog, by sharing videos, you're going to help me to continue doing what I'm doing right now. So thank you so much. Today I would like to cover two subjects, and somehow they are intertwined, and I've been inspired by some comments that I read lately on my posts on LinkedIn. Although I've made separate videos, I will link them down below about these two subjects. I would like to cover this again, and it is about past traumas and why you shouldn't suppress your emotions and your feelings. So please grab your coffee, like myself, and enjoy the ride. Although I don't like to use, I said it already, I don't like to use the word trauma because trauma for me is something more serious. Like example, post-accidental state of your being that I've been through as well. If you didn't know, I had a severe motorcycle accident, and of course that I had my traumas. I still have them, but I'm aware of them. But people tend to use the word trauma to express any kind of situation that, let's say, bad experiences they had in their life, and somehow that, well, all experiences shape us, but they tend to categorize those bad experiences like traumas. So let's say that I am going to speak about your past bad experiences. We all go through life experiences different kind of situations. Sometimes those situations are beautiful ones, and sometimes they are not so beautiful. Life can be very, very hard. But not only life surprises us with different kind of things, but also people we meet surprise us with their actions. So people will hurt us, we will hurt people, we are all bad in someone's story. But what I'm trying to point here is that it is inevitable to meet people who will hurt us, and we learn so much about those situations if we want to. There is one saying that goes like, the pain will make you stronger. Well, I can agree to some extent, but it's not always the case. Pain will shape us. Either it depends on us how we're going to react. Either we're going to become stronger or we're going to become weaker. So according to all of this, as you can see, there is no person in the world who has no past traumas. The point is, and the question is, what are you doing about them? And there is a huge difference how you react to those traumas, those situations. There are people who will close their hearts and letting their trauma leading them. And there are those who will stay true to themselves, to their hearts, and who will continue to have their heart open. In both cases, pain is inevitable. Even those who will continue to follow their hearts will feel the pain, and those who continue to live being guided by their fears and traumas will also feel the pain. What are you going to do with that pain that you feel? It depends on you. So again, people either learn from their pain, learn the importance of understanding their feelings, learn the importance of understanding why something happened. And there are those who simply continue to live thinking that is someone else's responsibility to understand all of that, converting themselves into victims, blaming everything and everyone else, thinking they are all the same, life is not fair, and they will simply continue to, they will close their hearts, letting themselves to suffer. And suffering is also part of our lives. But listen, don't confuse suffering with pain, because pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. You're going to suffer only until the moment you realize that suffering is not necessary, it is optional, and you're going to let yourself suffer until the moment you realize this. Tomorrow is going to happen some different painful situation, and if your response to that pain is to suffer, you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to suffer because you're going to think that is normal thing, and which is not. That is, you have to understand, and that you don't have to suffer. That's not when the strength is born. The strength is born at the moment, and your growth actually, when those painful situation happens, and when you realize that you don't have to suffer in order to feel better. You don't have to suffer to learn your life lessons. You don't have to prove your strength by accumulating your emotional and mental scars. You don't have to suffer in order to show your strength. Just because you can take it, it doesn't mean that you have to. There is, when the strength is born, is actually when you learn the importance of acceptance and letting go. That's when your growth happens. And that's why without suffering, we can't progress. That's the reason why suffering is important, but it is not necessary to move on. So listen, we all go through life, and life happens, painful situations or less painful situations. That is why it is so important to be aware of these things. But in order to be aware of these things, you must be aware. You must be fully awake and aware of life and these things, that you simply want to travel light, that you shouldn't project your past traumas into the present moment and live the exact same future. So if you want to change something, then change starts with ourselves. That's why this subject is very intertwined to why you shouldn't suppress your feelings and emotions, as I see that many people do that. First of all, our bodies are very smart. Our bodies simply store everything from our emotions, feelings, unsaid things, past experiences that we hadn't faced. And if we don't learn how to face all of that, they will try to find their way out from our bodies, and it will reflect on our health. That's how many diseases are born. Or if you feel some strange pain in your back or in your throat or in your chest, it can be very connected. Just think about that. That's why I advocate strongly, do not suppress your feelings, please. And don't take this superficially, like some people just understand this. And well, how you understand it, it depends on you, not on me. I just want to be responsible for my words, and I try to explain why it is so important not to suppress your feelings, your emotions, or everything that you're going through, because everything starts with ourselves and self-love. If you learn to love yourself properly, okay, you will understand the importance of expressing yourself. Another huge reason why you shouldn't suppress your feelings, emotions and everything, because you don't want to live your life in regret. Like I said, you want to travel light and you want to be able to express yourself freely. But don't confuse expressing yourself to be rude. You always have to find a way to say things as they are, not focusing on other people's reactions, rather to focus on expressing yourself and how you feel. Even from small, simple things like telling someone you like them, or that you feel sorry for something, that you should have to call that person that you owe an apology or something. You know, there is always a way to do things. If you're unhappy in a marriage, then find a way out. So you shouldn't let your traumas leading you. You shouldn't be letting yourself live in fear, thinking about other people's reactions, how they're going to react if you say something, whether it is nice or not nice, or if you are afraid of rejection. That's your fear talking from you. That's your ego talking. If you follow your heart, you will know the importance of expressing yourself, because simply heart wants to let other people know how you feel about them in a nice, kind, respectful way. Even though if you don't feel comfortable, it's not going to be easy, any of this, but it is important. It is crucial thing for your overall well-being. What doesn't matter the situation that you are in, please find a way to express yourself and do so. So please don't let your trauma to guide you. Don't let your ego get in the way. Don't live in assumptions. Don't live in maybes, what ifs. Don't live in overthinking. Just find the way to express yourself always, no matter what, in order to help yourself. Helping yourself, you will also help others. If someone rejects you, so what? You will get over it, but at least you will know where you are standing, and it is so important, so you can continue to live your life peacefully. And that's the only thing that you want. Well, if someone doesn't reply like you want them to reply, so what? You know, if someone doesn't agree with your statement, just keep always in mind that people understand you from their level of perspectives. That is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to say how you feel. If you feel pain, if you feel hurt, if you don't love someone anymore, if you are going through difficult times, if you like someone, if you miss someone, if you want to say sorry to someone, that is your responsibility to say. You know, how someone will react to your feelings, that's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to say the truth in kind and respectful way. Please don't think that just saying things, it is okay. You must always find a way to say things in a nice way, not nice, kind way, because it speaks about you. Okay, so whatever you're going through, whatever you feel, you just don't want to. If I don't express myself, I feel like I have an elephant on my chest, and I don't want that, really. And God knows how many times I've been misunderstood. And I know that I'm going to be misunderstood as well, especially because I'm putting my soul out there. I'm speaking my heart always. And I know that not all people will understand my words, but I know that I don't want to close my heart just because I'm not understood. I'm always thinking about those people that I can help and that they're going to understand my words. And God knows how many times I've expressed myself and it didn't turn out how, for example, I wanted to turn out. But I had to learn to accept all of that and to understand that no matter my good intentions and no matter my wishes, we are all different. And first of all, people will understand you as deep as they are, not as deep as you are. And second of all, no matter, your wishes maybe are not the same as someone else's wishes, but it doesn't have to, it shouldn't stop you from expressing how you feel. Rather, this will help you to move forward. I like to know where I'm standing at my life, and rather than assuming things, overthinking, I like to make questions, and I like to have a proper conversation with someone to see where we can go to or not to go. People very often confuse smiling with flirting, but is this going to stop you from smiling? No. So why would you let something or someone to stop expressing how you feel when it is for your own good? If I let people, I always want to let people know that I love them, but I don't expect that they love me back. Okay? I express myself to let them know how I feel. If I don't receive I love you in return, I didn't say I love you because I wanted to hear it back. I said I love you because I wanted to let them know. Okay? That is why it is so important to face your traumas, to face your past experiences, to not let them guide you through life, rather to follow your heart. I think this was enough for this video, enough to understand the importance of facing your traumas and not letting your traumas guide you, rather misleading you, rather to always face your things and let your intuition guide you, let your heart express always how you feel in a kind and respectful way, because it is a crucial thing. You don't want to live another thing, you don't want to live in a lie like many people do. So find a way to express how you feel, whether you are going through some difficult situation or not so difficult situation. Don't be afraid of rejection, don't be afraid of how people will react. Focus on yourself, be responsible for your life, for your actions, and for everything that you say or do. Till my next video, I will let you think as always, and I love you.